Eric B's Daily Vlogs.
Not as foggy as yesterday's vlog. Foggy, but not as foggy. Here at Land's End, Sutro Bath Ruins, listening to the sounds of the waves. Let's get this started.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Welcome everyone, it's my daily vlogs channel, Eric B's Daily Vlogs. Land's End, Sutro Bath, the ruins of Sutro Bath. Here to just check out the nice view because of what happened yesterday. The fog just took over the coastline, so I decided let's go check out the view here today. Let's share some history, share a nice little model, show you guys what this Sutro Bath has to offer. So let's go check this out. Let's go. Let's go. This information board, it's really cool. Sun is very sunny today, but if you guys can see what it says, Land's End, this is what the baths used to look like. Says it right there. On the 4th of July, 1897, a group of friends from San Francisco decided to cool off by taking a trip to Sutro Baths. Adolph Sutro, one of the mayors of San Francisco, who had a house right across the street over there. A mansion, I guess you could say. This is a map of the area that we're in. No longer visible because of the sun. This is another map as well. I don't know if someone graffitied over there and they tried to clean it off and that's what happened. You know how I feel about that. But this is more information right here. You can see the old cliff house. There was a Ferris wheel here at one point. And now it looks like that. This is probably one of my favorite landmarks here in San Francisco just because of the rich history this has. Adolph Sutro, who was one of the mayors here in San Francisco back in the early 1800s, decided he wanted to build a bathhouse, saltwater bath, and he did. And Cliff House, which is right down there, and his mansion, like I mentioned, which is right up there, had pretty much everything in the city here. There was if you ever look up the history of Adolph Sutro in San Francisco, you guys who are San Franciscan and claimed you're San Franciscans, you should know the history of Adolph Sutro. He made a big name for himself here in San Francisco, and here Sutro Baths is one of the reasons why. And this, I mean, look at that view. Look at that view. I can't see because the sun's in my eye, but check out that view. Again, built in 1894, located here, North Ocean Beach. Didn't open until 1896 to the public. And you can see the ruins down there. I did take a trip down there once when I was a little healthier to make my way down there. Now I'll need some help or need someone with me to go down all the way down there. But this is a cool little area. Then over here to the left, that red building is the old Lou's Diner, which closed due to COVID. And the white building in the distance, it's the old Cliff House, closed due to COVID as well. Seal Rock, you can see in the distance as well. And then up there, hidden amongst the trees, is the old Sutro Mansion. That's a scale model of what we were looking at. So if we were looking at it the way I just showed you, I'd be standing right where their "You Are Here" sign is. So we'd be looking out that way. But this is a cool little model that they have. This right here is where the baths houses are. This right here is Cliff House, the Sea Cliff, or the restaurant. This is Lou's Diner. And if you look really, really, really close right here, you'll see a guy with a video camera recording what's going on. But that's cool. That is cool. Right along here on the side of the ocean, they got some caves, like right in here, that comes out right over here. So if you ever walk down there, you'll see some tunnels, and it'll take you out that way. I'm not daring enough to go down that way. Cargo ship leaving the port of San Francisco or the port of Oakland, heading back out towards the Pacific. And if you look close down there on the right, you see what I'm talking about. There's a little cave down there. You can walk through it. It doesn't go all the way through. There's a little beach on the other side that I don't recommend on a day like today because it's high tide. And the only reason why I can tell it's high tide, if you look at that little island right, where's my finger? There, that little island right there. There's a walkway that you can walk through or walk across to that island on a day that's non-high tide days. But today you can't see that little walkthrough or walkway. You can see it when the waves disappear. But today you can't see it because the waves are high, but you can still see the ruins of the bathhouses all along there. When we were younger, we used to come here at night before the park and rec got strict. Used to come here at night, used to make our way down there. It used to be called Cat's Eye. We called it Cat's Eye for a reason, because there were caves down there. And when the pirate ships or the ships used to come in, when someone was in those caves, it looked like two cat's eyes from a distance. So they gave it the name Cat's Eye. This is hidden San Francisco history that I'm telling you guys right now. When the sailors used to come out from the ocean out in the Pacific, and they used to look over here at Land's End, they saw those two caves illuminated with someone who was in there, I don't know, pirates, whatever. They said it resembled cat's eyes. So give it the name Cat's Eye. So a lot of people back then, especially if you grew up in the 80s like I did, hey, let's go to Cat's Eye. You guys know what we're talking about. Now we just say, let's go out to Land's End. Let's go out to Sutro Baths. Cat's Eye. Remember that name with the sun blaring behind me. A little description board of what's going on. The people that used to live amongst the coast. From what I know is the ULANZI tribe that lived up over here. And yes, you can see it right there. It says ULANZI. If you go ever do any history lessons here in the coastal area of San Francisco, even up north, Pacifica, the ULANZI tribe, they pretty much lived off the coast. If I make my way up that way towards the Presidio, you're going to see some old abandoned areas that was once housed by the ULANZI tribe. And if I go up towards Monterey, Half Moon Bay, there's a temple, a water temple up there that was once a home of the ULANZI tribe. Check out this view right here. This is probably the best view a San Franciscan can enjoy. And the waves are not friendly today. You guys got to be careful. The waves are not friendly today. You can see them forming right there. Now, before you guys get over here, quick lesson, not a lesson, but just advice. Don't come here with a lot of stuff in your car. And if you're going to come here on a day like today where there's not a lot of cars just yet. And the only reason why I say that is because if you come here on a day where thieves want to break into your car. Yes, San Francisco thieves. I got some Buddhist monk coming my way right there. But if you come here on a day where there's thieves that want to break into your car, they're not going to be ashamed to come here and break into your car. They're not. And I've said it before, the mayor needs to do something about that. The smash and grab thing is getting ridiculous, but people do it. People do it. It's kind of sad. Hi guys. So yeah, so come here on a day, make sure your car is secure and safe. Don't leave anything in your car of value, or else these dumbass thieves will come in here and break your car, and they have no shame in doing it. They're making their way down there. That's pretty cool. I don't know if they're gonna go down there for a spiritual journey, maybe do a little prayer. I'm not going down there with them. Again, I need help to go down there. Something you also should know when you're coming here: sensitive habitat, protecting Land's End's coastal dunes. So it just tells you to stay on the habited trail. So just in case you guys want to go off trail and make your way that way, you shouldn't. But this right here, this is a screensaver that I have. If I stand a little further back, and if you can just not see the monks, maybe step forward right there. That's the money shot right there. Now there's a walking trail going on this way. They call this the Land's End Trail. They redid the labyrinth for you guys who are from San Francisco during the whole COVID thing, and the mayor told everyone to get out of the house, go do your walking thing and get some exercise. Some kids decided to go down to the labyrinth, destroy it. Hard work that people did. Now it's all the way down at the beach. I'm not going to go down there, but I just wanted to let you guys know that. But these kids, like I said, went down there, decided to destroy the labyrinth, but it was just rebuilt, redid. I don't know if it's as original from what it was, but some people, again, like I said in yesterday's vlog, they don't know the history. They don't know the hard work people put to get this beautiful city looking the way it does. So just shows you, if you're not from San Francisco, stay away. And if you are from San Francisco, know the history, enjoy what we have, share your history, get more people to come out and join us. But that's the trail right there. Take that trail, takes you down that way. I did do a USS San Francisco Memorial of that direction. And if we walk up these hills, they got one of the last octagon houses here in San Francisco. It's not occupied, it's abandoned, but it's up there. I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for what I just said about you guys stay away. The only reason why I say that is you don't come to another person's city, another person's state, and then disrespect it, right? You don't. You come here, you enjoy what's in front of you, you enjoy the scenery, you try to educate yourself with the history that's involved in this area. Enjoy it. But you have people who are not San Franciscans, who comes here from the suburbs, who comes here from parts of the Bay Area, and destroy things like the labyrinth that someone decided to go make for us to enjoy. So that's what I mean, stay away if you're not going to sit here and respect what we have. I guarantee those Buddhist monks that are going down there right now, they're not going to do anything. They're not going to graffiti. They're not going to, urinate because they have to go. They're going to go down there. They're going to enjoy the view, enjoy the natural beauty that Ocean Beach is giving us right now. But you got some people, like I said, who likes to destroy, dismantle, and disrespect what this city has to offer. And I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that. That right there is my favorite view, my favorite shot. You guys can hear the waves, the way the waves are crashing. You guys know me. I love the sound of the ocean. I love the sound of the waves crashing. And just seeing that right there, hearing it too. Let's be quiet for a minute. Listen. Now again, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying everyone that comes here and visits this area are disrespectful, but you do have a handful of people that likes to come into a city that they don't pay taxes to or has anything to do with, and they like to come here, they like to disrespect the city, they like to disrespect the hard work that people had to go through, people had to put together, and they do that. They find ways of, you know, disrespecting the city. And this is one area where, besides the graffiti that's down there that people did, this is an area that we all should respect, you know. I mean, it's no longer here with us. It's something that we can remember. We can Google search Sutro baths, and we'll see in the Google search that in 1894, Adolf Sutro decided to make a bathhouse, and then in 1896, it was open. Due to fires and corrosion, the baths had to close. But you still have people come in here. Like I said, what they did in the labyrinth over there, they disrespected it. And then you'll have some knuckleheads who'll come down, go down towards the rocks down there, and a natural formed rock, they'll decide to graffiti their name and put their name over there. It's like the whole purpose of graffitiing your name is for people to see it. Who the hell's gonna go down to a rock and look at your name? Not me. I don't even want to go down there right now. But I'm just saying, you're gonna come to someone's city, someone's state, someone's country, respect the city, respect it. Only thing you guys can do, right? But this is a cool shot right there. Beautiful scene, sounds of the waves. If you look to the right of the screen, you can see the Buddhist monks down there enjoying the waves.
So, you need to book anything? I think
That's it's kind of cool. A lady in the red's talking on the phone, and she's talking really loud. Just trying to be here and enjoy the natural sounds of the waves. Don't need to hear your conversation, especially if you're talking about work. But how cool is that? One of my favorite spots. Trivia question for you guys coming up. Where's my favorite spot to unwind if I ever needed to unwind? Some of you guys are gonna say, is it over there by Marina Green, the San Francisco Yacht Club area? It's one of the areas. But this right here, just overlooking out to the Pacific, overlooking the old Sutro bathhouse, listening to the sound of the waves. This is the spot right here. If you guys look out, just look out, and you can see the waves forming. You can see the waves. They did announce a couple days ago that sneaker waves are here. So if you are playing or decide to go to the beach, look out for sneaker waves. And what's a sneaker wave? You see the waves are forming right there, up top. You think, okay, I can handle these big waves up top. But what you don't know is that there's a wave underneath that can sweep you into the ocean. And trust me, there's news out here where people are playing in the ocean, just having fun because, you know, hey, it's the ocean, I want to play at the beach. But don't realize there's a wave that comes from beneath you, comes towards your feet from what I heard, grab you, pull you out, and once you're out in that Pacific, look how wide it is. If you're not a lifeguard, not a Navy SEAL, it's going to be hard for you to survive. So just be careful. Be careful if you're coming out here. Enjoy the view. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's vlog. Nice little adventure. Nothing to talk about. Quick, brief history of Sutro Baths and what Sutro Bath used to be. Again, know your history, respect your history, learn from it, enjoy it, share it. That's all I got to say. And since I've been doing these vlogs here in San Francisco and showing you guys places that when I was younger in high school, I kind of wish I knew, you know. And back then, if you wanted to know something about history-wise, San Francisco history, you had to go to the library, you had to open a book, you had to go through the encyclopedias. And for someone like me who I like to read, I don't love to read, it was kind of difficult for me to say, let's go check what this has to do with. But you got a lot of San Francisco historians who will be more than happy to show you this. I consider myself an amateur historian, so I educate myself. Now with, the internet, you being able to just do a quick search. I did a quick search before I got here to let you guys know that this was built in 18, or the start of the building was in 1894. And just to think about San Francisco in the 1800s, man, it's just, to me, I kind of wish I was here, but I know with the color of my skin, they wouldn't accept me. Remember, back then in the 1800s, you only had two types of people here. You had Chinese and you had the Irish who migrated from Ireland. So those are only two types of people. You had some of the Americans from, like, you know, the southern states, Nevada, the cowboys. But I wouldn't fit in back then. That's the only thing. That's the only reason why I wouldn't want to be back here in the 1800s, because they'd look at me and be like, what are you? And I'd have to associate myself with the Chinese, because at that point, that was the only Asians that were here. But as soon as they hear my English, and they're gonna be like, hey, where did you learn how to speak English? And my answer would be, your mom. No, I wouldn't say that. I would say I'd get hung if I said that. But just looking out here, man, I'm just enjoying this view, and I'd want to share the view with you guys, but the sun is blaring. It's hard to share something when the sun's looking at you and it just doesn't focus right. But this is a cool place to visit, cool place to enjoy, cool place to unwind. And on a day like today, where you can see out far enough to where you need to see. You can't see the Farallon Islands just yet, but I'm pretty sure you will be able to see it. Yesterday I was up in that area over there, and it was really, really foggy. So today, a nice clear day. But I want to thank you guys again for all the support that you guys are on this channel. I am trying to reach 2,000 followers, so if you guys can share, I'm not that far from 2,000, so if you guys can share this vlog with your friends, have them like, subscribe, hit the notification bell down below, and don't forget, give me a thumbs up. Giving me a thumbs up helps the analytics, helps YouTube say, hey, got people watching his vlogs, let's go ahead and bump them up. So when you guys do a quick search of San Francisco history, Sutro Bath history, my vlog will pop up first. So if you guys can do that, help me out. Definitely, there's a couple of you guys out there. I already mentioned a few names before. She's a little shy, so she doesn't want me to mention her name again. But you know who you are. You know who you are. But share the vlogs. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Again, if you guys are from San Francisco and moved out, but you guys want me to touch on a neighborhood that you used to live in, let me know. Leave me comments down below. But don't forget, thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, leave me comments down below. You could also support me on my Patreon page. I leave links down below. That helps me get out in areas like this to show you guys areas. And if you guys are willing to donate, I only ask for $1, $3 at the most. Just helps me out, get around, show you guys little areas like this. And just looking at this view, man, I'm just, That's all I gotta say. Thank you guys for watching. Join me again for another adventure next time. The vlog's ended, guys. Go in peace. Just staring out, man. I was looking at Seal Rock right there, and just, it looks so magical just looking out there. Wow. Wow. That's all I gotta say. Wow.
I made this.